Hi everyone. Let's talk about external forces and drivers when it comes to international strategy. So let's imagine that you have an organization that's really successful in your home country and you decide that you're going to move it into a different country with a local market. And so you've done your research, you understand that you're going to be compliant with all of the legal and regulatory requirements. So you've assessed things in that way. But then once you get to the new marketplace and you set up shop and you hire people and you're ready to go, that it's actually an extremely competitive environment where there's an organization that essentially has a monopoly over the market. And so it's a very expensive and challenging environment to work in. And you may not actually be successful because that initial assessment of how competitive the environment was not completed. There are so many external forces that can have an effect on our success as an organization. And so it's really, really important to understand them and to assess them properly when making decisions about when to move into a new marketplace. And when you do move in, what your placement looks like and how you're going to actually be successful there. So there's 10 categories of external forces that we want to consider. There's the economic forces, the social, cultural, demographic, and environmental forces. There's political, governmental, and legal forces, technological forces, and then your competitive forces. And so, as you can imagine, these are very large, broad categories, but you really need to understand the impact of these on your organization as you're moving into a new space internationally. And if you're not accounting for them and not aware of them, it can be very challenging. Another example could be moving into a new country where there's very different cultural and social norms. And let's say you have a product or service that's very much specific to your existing and current country's social norms and culture. It may or may not be successful in this new country. And so it's really important to think through and assess in detail, like very deeply, what the implications of these external forces are on your new venture so that you can customize it to be successful and make informed decisions as to whether or not a new space is the right place to be going. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this, and I'll see you online.